Hey girls, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Farah. Today we're going to dive into something that's really important and something that has truly changed my life: emotional resilience. Resilient is not about avoiding pain. It's about embracing it, learning from it, and coming back even stronger from it. And most importantly, you're not defined by your struggle, but you are defined by how you rise from them. If you ask me, whenever I see someone dealing with a situation, what stands out to me the most is not the situation that person is. It's the way that person gets out of this situation, manages through it. That's what you judge the person on. This video is for anyone who feels like life keeps throwing unexpected challenges at them. Maybe you're going through a tough time right now, or maybe you just want to be a bit more emotionally strong for the future. Either way, I'm going to share my personal experience, my mindset shifts, and practical steps that can help you build emotional resilience and handle life's challenges with grace. Before we get into how we develop resilience, let's talk about why it's important. Because the truth is, life will test you. It will challenge you, and if you don't have the right mindset, every little thing will feel like the end of the world. But when you start building resilience, you notice a shift. The things that used to break you, they don't hit as hard anymore. You carry yourself differently, you make better choices, and you stop settling for things that don't align with you. And most importantly, you start navigating through life with more grace, peace, and confidence. Obviously, I wasn't always like this. I used to distract myself from my emotion. I didn't want to deal with them, right? I'd eat my feelings away, I'd suppress what I was feeling, and I'd avoid addressing the root of the problem. And if I'm being honest, that just only made things worse. And it took me a long time to realize that avoiding the problem does not make it go away. It just delays it. And eventually, I had to face my emotion head on. But the more I worked on my emotional resilience, the more that I realized that I was becoming a different person. I was handling situation better. I wasn't reactive. I was making decisions from a place of calm rather than panic. Let's be honest. The first instinct when something bad happens to me is to numb the pain. Some people drink, some people smoke, some people binge watch Netflix, some people overeat, myself included. And I'm not saying that you don't get a grace period. You do. Everybody does. But at some point, you have to decide, like, am I gonna keep running from this, or am I gonna face it and grow from it, right? Because resilience is built in those moments where you choose to address the problem head on rather than escape it. Whenever I go through a tough time, I remind myself of a few things that help me stay grounded. Maybe these will help you too. First, when emotions are high, logic is low. I always take a moment to pause, breathe, and remind myself that this moment will pass. No feelings is final. I also try to put things in perspective. So one thing I do, it might sound a little selfish, is I remind myself that some people in the world are going through much worse. If my problem is not health related, then 9 times out of 10, it's solvable. It's something that I can solve. It might not be easy, but it's solvable. Then I ask myself, what can I learn from this? Even when something feels unfair, I swear there's always a lesson. Maybe it's teaching me patience. Maybe it's showing me who or what I need to let go of. Maybe it's pushing me towards something better. But honestly, I think there's always something to learn, and I like to remind myself of that. I try to reframe my negative thoughts, right? Instead of thinking, why is this happening to me? I try to think, what can I learn from this? And this shift alone makes a huge difference. I try to stay mindful as well, and I journal a bit. So I don't always journal, but when I do, it does help me process things that my mind cannot do on its own. So like sometimes I don't even know how I feel until I write it down. Once I see it in front of me, it becomes easier to navigate. If you ask me, I also feel like mindfulness is like, it's a game changer. I feel like it keeps you present. It reminds you that the past is done, the future is unknown, and the present is now, and right now you are okay. The more I build emotional resilience is the more I see it showing up in every aspect of my life. I stop reacting impulsively. I make better choices. I stop tolerating things that did not align with me as well. And I realized that I was handling life challenges with more grace instead of letting them break me, basically. And even now, when life throws unexpected challenges at me, I go back to the same step. I pause, I breathe. I remind myself that I've survived every every bad day that I have, and this one is no different. One thing I want to clear up is that resilient is not about avoiding pain. It's not about pretending you don't feel anything, and it's not about being strong 24/7. True resilient, it's about letting yourself feel, process, and then rise up again. It's about knowing that even if you fall, you're get back up again. It's about embracing life fully, the good, the bad, and everything in between. Maybe you are on this journey and you don't even realize how far you come. Here are some signs that shows that you're growing in emotional resilience. You do not let small things ruin your day. You handle failures, setbacks, rejection with more grace. You don't need validation from others to feel secure in yourself. You find peace in knowing that everything happens for a reason. This one is the one that I practice the most. And if any of these ones sound familiar to you, congratulations, you are already building resilience. So if you're going through something tough right now, I want you to remember this. No matter what life throws at you, you have survived 100% of your worst days. And you're stronger than you think. Emotional resilience isn't something that you are born with. It's something that you build over time, step by step, choice by choice as well. If this video has helped you or resonated with you in any way, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what's one thing that helps you stay strong in tough times. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one.